Good morning. Good morning. Namaste. Hi, Robin. So good to see you're out there. It's fun. You're so good. Keeping up with your practice and everything. Staying connected to all of us here. Super cool. And Cindy, I know you're out there too, and Susan. So it's wonderful to have you all. Happy Thursday. Awesome. Okay. So I was trying to think and make a plan for our meditation this morning. I was trying to think of all the ones that we've done for this past session. And I can't quite remember because they're all starting to bleed together in my brain. But we're going to do a chakra meditation today. I know that's always a fan favorite. So even if we have done this, I know we haven't done it recently. So, and I know it, like I said, fan favorite. So we're going to do that. Okay. So we're starting, of course, in a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. If you'll take a moment or two to just make any other adjustments, any final adjustments, and we will do a little bit of movement first. So let's begin just by rotating the torso around in a circle. Kind of breathe into the front of the heart as you roll the shoulders onto the back, and then kind of round the upper back, and just do a couple more rotations like that. And we'll take the movement the opposite way. So really just kind of digging into the hips a little bit, moving around into the lower pelvis here. Okay, and then let's come back up to center. Sit up nice and tall. You can rotate your shoulders around a little bit. Excuse me. Or reach up through the crown of your head, and as you exhale, gently drop your chin to your chest. Take a moment to move your head ever so gently from side to side. Just tracing your collarbone with your chin here. And then take an inhale and exhale, an ear to a shoulder. And pause here and just move around a little bit. Maybe drop the chin down towards the chest and turn it up towards the sky. And take another inhale, then exhale, drop the head back, the throat open. And move your head from side to side here. Just like lift the chin up towards the ceiling, reach through the front of the throat and chest. And take another inhale and then exhale the opposite ear to shoulder. You can drop the chin down or turn it up towards the sky, or move your head back, your throat open, and then chin to chest. And then inhale, and now exhale. We'll rotate the head around in a full circle. All the muscles of the throat and the neck, right, start to stretch. Rotate your head the opposite way. And then let's just take one more inhale and one more exhale. Bring the head back to center. Pause. Take an inhale and lengthen again as you exhale. Now we'll twist. So bring one hand to your knee, the other hand to the floor behind you. Lengthen up tall through the crown. As you exhale, look over your back shoulder. And breathe in and out here. And then inhale, we'll come back to center, and exhale, twist the other way. Lengthen again tall through your crown. Exhale as you twist. And then inhale, come back to center, exhale and pause. And let's just do one more little seated cat and cow. So lift the chest, lift your gaze up. Exhale, curl the chin in, round your back. Do that again. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl in. And then one more time like that. Inhale, lift the heart, lift your gaze, and exhale, curl in. Okay. Well, let's take a moment just to find then a steady seat. We'll move into our pranayama now. So remember, there's a order of operations in our practice, right? We first step into a little bit of movement, some asana. Right? And asana just means seat. So it's not like you have to do a whole standing series or anything like that. Just establishing ourselves in a comfortable seat. And then the next phase is pranayama. So some sort of breath work. And then we move into meditation. So our breath work this morning, we'll use alternate nostril breath. So you're going to take your two peace fingers of your right hand and fold them into your palm. Bring the ring finger to your left nostril, the thumb to your right. You can just rest your fingers there on the tip of the nostrils. Your left hand can be in Gyan Mudra, so palm down, or Chin Mudra, palm up. And then take an inhale through both nostrils, fill your lungs all the way full. Exhale through your mouth. Do that again, inhale, fill up. Exhale through your mouth. Good. And now plug the right and inhale through the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale left. So we'll stick with that 5 count. Again, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Again, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. One more time, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. And release your right hand down. And just breathe in and out. Take a moment to let things settle. And let's do one more little pranayama here. We're going to do Viloma. So you'll inhale a third and pause. Inhale a third and pause. Inhale a third and pause. Then exhale a third and pause. Exhale a third and pause. Exhale a third and pause. So keep going like that. If need be, you can take the pauses out of the exhale and let there be a long, smooth breath out. So either one. Remember, the pauses are long enough that they are distinct pauses, but not so long they start to agitate and irritate. Okay, let's do one more round. So complete the one you're on and do one more. And then after your next exhale and a little pause, just let your breath move in and out as it chooses. So begin to simply observe your body as it breathes. Follow the lines of your breath in through your nose all the way down to your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, let your breath just root you into the earth, down through the legs, the earth beneath you. Really seating a bit of your attention in the base of the body. And each time you exhale, a little bit more of your awareness remains or is rooted or rests in the base chakra, the Muladhara. Mula is the word for root. And there is both a concentration of energy here, as well as a lock. We're looking for just seating our attention and focus at the base of the pelvis. So in the Muladhara chakra, this is in the body the seat of embodiment, if you will. It is the densest part of our body, and it is what connects us to the earth. And because it connects us to the body and the earth, its primary psychology is around survival. Just like we feel safe and steady when there is steady ground beneath us. The same holds true in the body when we have a healthy connection to this physical form and are grounded in our bodies. So the root chakra is the place where we connect to safety and security and survival. The seed sound here is lam. And you can either use that or the affirmation, I am safe. It has to do with feelings of belonging, safety, survival, security. I am safe. I am grounded. I am steady. Any one of those, or anyone that comes to your mind, and the sound of lam. The element is earth. So again, all the things that earth represent. Bring the attention up into the sacral area, just above the root, but below the belly button. The area of Svadhisthana chakra. And this area really has to do with our attachments. It is the realm of emotions. And so it is how we feel about the things that we have around us. How we feel about, being in this body. And all of the things that come with it. It is governed by the element of water. And its seed sound is vam, V-A-M. And because it is the watery world of the emotions as they come in and move out, sometimes like a storm, sometimes almost like a drought. We see this area really as a place of balance. And so a beautiful affirmation here, I am balanced. Can even address this idea of emotional maturity. Understanding, yes, I have emotions, but I don't need to be governed by them. I don't need to be driven or make decisions from an emotional place. You might even envision here a body of water that is peaceful and serene and balanced and steady. So these are some of the other words you can use. I am peaceful. I am serene. It's not to say that that there aren't times of upheaval or where my waters start to flow a little quicker or become agitated, tumultuous, rocky. But that I seek a place of balance. Svadhisthana. Vam. Moving attention now up into the solar plexus, just above the belly button. This bundle of nerves in the abdomen. The seat of Manipura chakra. Manipura means city of gems. Svadhisthana, I didn't say, is the abode of the self. So sorry, back up to Manipura, the city of gems. This is the transformational center in the body, the seat of the sacred fire. This is a place of identity. How do we identify ourselves? How do we change those identities? Allowing new ones to come forward and old ones to die away. Just as the earth transforms minerals into gems, this area of the body transforms the things you see as flaws or things you want to shift and change, and transforms them into beautiful assets. Its element is fire, and the seed sound is Ram. And because it has to do with transformation and change, other affirmations are I am strong, I am capable, I can change. Manipura chakra. Ram. Move up now into the seat of the heart, Anahata, the abode of love, the unstruck sound. This is the place of unconditional love. Love without strings attached, without a goal or anything in exchange. Oftentimes, I think this place is confused with romantic love. And while there are very well maybe aspects of anahata here, we're in romantic love, it's really bigger than that. This is the base sense of love in all things. It is the element of air and so permeable. It's in every place and yet unseen. It is essential to our existence and yet not tangible. And so it's not necessarily love in uh, those we have been with romantically, especially if we are no longer with them. That's that heartbreak that we talk of, that we speak of, that so many songs about. It's really a reaction from the ego, right? This is beyond that, right? It sits above the ego center, the place of identity. It sits here, expansive. It's what leads and guides the way. Its seed sound is yum. And some beautiful affirmations are: I am love. I am loving. I am lovable. Remember, it is love without strings attached, without conditions. It doesn't need an other. This is the meaning behind that which is unstruck. It's just there. It's always there. Anahata, yum. Traveling further still up the body into now the area of the throat, Vishuddha chakra. This is the seat of expression. It is how we put words and emote everything we feel inside. It is prana in manifest form. It is the place where not only you express your inner world, but also receive the expression from others. And so it is also inclusive of the things that you hear, the things that you take in auditorially. Its seed sound is hum. And some helpful affirmations, I think. I speak my truth. I communicate clearly. My voice is valuable. not just about speaking the truth, yes, but also speaking and communicating as clearly as you can, with a pure intention, with the beauty and the freedom of the heart. Though the world of communication is messy and can be at times hurtful, use space to dissolve those hurtful and messy moments. It is governed by the element of space. And so it is everything that you put out there, everything that is out there. It's one of those things that is connected to Manipura, and so you can offer the things that have been hurtful, you have heard another say to you, and toss them into the sacred fire, swaha. And the same for your own self. If you have said hurtful, harmful words to someone, forgive yourself, toss them into the sacred fire, swaha. The air disperses and everything dissolves in space. We from here can choose words that are supportive, that are truthful and aligned. And we also don't have to say anything. This is where that whole adage, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. There's power in silence. Vishuddha, hum. Up further still from the throat to the midbrain is the third eye center, Agnya Chakra. This is the seat of insight, inner sight. It is the eye that turns inward to reveal what is held in the mind. Thoughts, opinions, beliefs, attitudes, perspectives. Its seed sound is Om, and its element, quote unquote, is light. It's the idea or the act of closing the external eyes and opening the inner eye. And so some helpful affirmations: I see clearly. I am intuitive. I know. This is not knowing from a factual point of view or a informational aspect. This is a deeper knowing, an embodied knowing, a knowing that comes from deep being tapped into something bigger, something greater. As light expands through the mind, we remember our intuitive nature. Agnya Chakra. Om. And then finally, we reach the crown of the head, Sahasrara Chakra. There is no sound here, nor is there an element. It is pure consciousness. This is the place where we connect to divinity, and also the place where divinity enters the body. And so it has all to do with your higher power and your connection and relation with it. There are, of course, many names to this, many, many ways to understand. And yet, of all of these many ways, there are very deep similarities. Described as presence or light or the universe or God, Yahweh, Ishel. All of the names we have for divinity across the whole planet. This place in you asks you, what do you call it? How do you relate to it? And can you open so that it can fill you? You, a walking embodiment of this great force. Sahasrara Chakra. So take a moment now to simply rest in the awareness of these areas of the body. And I encourage you to allow prana to guide your way to a particular place, one of these 7 centers, where you are drawn to hold your attention for just a little while. So begin by simply tracing awareness up and down your spine. With relaxed and detached effort, notice in these places where energy flows easily and freely, and where it might be a little more difficult to sense. And then, using your intuition, hold your awareness either in a place where it's easy or in the place where it's a bit more challenging. And as you hold your attention there, You can repeat the affirmation or the seed sound. If you choose the crown, you can use an affirmation, I am connected. wherever you are, just slowly return attention to the crown of your head. So we just opened all of that up, and now time to seat back down. So from the crown of the head, excuse me, see a settling, if you will, of a light, a source of light. Each of these chakras is depicted with a lotus of a different number of petals. And in the center of each lotus, a flame, a center. And you see the light in the middle of Sahasrara chakra, grounded and rooted here. We move down into the Ajna chakra and seat the light in the middle of this lotus of 2 petals. It's like in the center of the middle of the hemispheres of the brain. Down into the throat, Vishuddha chakra, a lotus of 12 petals. And your source of light settles right in the middle. Down into the heart, the seat of Anahata, a lotus of 10 petals. Grounded, rooted in the heart. Down further still into Manipura, a lotus of 8 petals. Your light just seated here, right in the middle of the lotus. Down to Svadhisthana, the seat of the self. Lotus of 6 petals. Light settles right in the middle. And then finally down to the root, Muladhara. The light settles in the middle, as if everything has settled back home. You feel once again the root of the earth beneath you. You begin to notice your breathing once again. Observe the rise and fall of the breath in your chest. The expansion and contraction of the breath in your lungs. Notice the breath as it moves in and out of the nostrils. And then begin to run the thumb along the tip of the fingers. Wiggle your toes a little bit. You can then rotate the wrists and ankles. Maybe run the hands up and down the length of your legs. And eventually we'll bring the hands back together at the center of the heart. And we'll just take a moment to give thanks, to feel a wave of gratitude move through you. A moment to dedicate to yourself and to promise to remember all of this amazing power that lies within. And we'll take a nice deep breath in, fill your lungs all the way full. As you exhale, let your chin bow to the chest. And then whenever you're ready, you can allow your eyes to gently open, release your hands, and gradually come back into your space. So again, a moment just to kind of glance around, seeing what you see with new eyes, rested eyes, opened eyes. And then back into our virtual world, so we can just take a moment for gratitude for one another, for the space we hold this morning, for gathering in community, even though we are far apart. Thank you so much for being out there. I wish you all a beautiful rest of your day. Take good care. We'll see you next time. Hari Om. Jai Ma. Namaste.